Vitale Wealth Management here at the Gradient Investments Weekly Update. All information gathered as of May 25th, 2026. We hope you and your families had a blessed and wonderful weekend as we celebrate our brave veterans who gave and served our country. We're very thankful for them. Let's get into the week in review. It was a positive week for all the major U.S. indexes. The Dow Jones led the gains, going up 2.18. S&P 0.91 and NASDAQ 0.48. Small caps also performed well. The Russell 2000 adding 2.75 was the 8th consecutive weekly gain for the S&P, the longest streak since 2023. On the fixed income side, the 30-year Treasury closed at 5.18, which is the highest since 2007. Meanwhile, the 10-year Treasury ended the week higher at 4.56, marking its highest level in 12 months. Markets were closed on Monday, of course, in observance for Memorial Day. Let's talk about upcoming economic releases. Key economic data this week will offer insight into both inflation trends and overall economic growth. Now, on Thursday, we're going to see the PCE, which is a personal consumption expenditures. That index, the Fed Preferred Inflation Gauge, will provide important signals on the direction of inflation. This will be followed by the second estimate of the first quarter GDP, the growth released that day. We're seeing GDP go crazy. Everybody's talking we could see 5 to 6% GDP, which is unheard of. Usually 2 to 3% is the norm. But everything is just, I think it's really just going to go crazy. We're looking forward to that. Market outlook, with the final member of the so-called Magnificent Seven reporting earnings, it's clear just how significant these mega cap stocks are at the broader market. These 7 companies delivered a first quarter 2026 earnings growth of 63% compared to just 17% for the remaining 493 companies in the S&P 500. Notably, this marks the highest quarterly growth rate for the Mag 7 in nearly 6 years. The Fed minutes moved from the most recent policy meetings released last week show that policymakers were considering keeping rates unchanged longer than previously expected, while also considering rate hikes if inflation proves to be persistent. Also, Kevin Warsh was sworn in as a new Fed Reserve Chair last week, succeeding Jerome Powell. Thank goodness. I think we're actually going to see some reasonable rate policies moving forward. So that I'm looking forward to that. We hope to get some cuts, but we got to cool inflation, which is primarily driven by the energy right now. There was trading activity in the fixed income total return last week, which we increased some of the holdings and reduced some of the other holdings. I'll give you the abbreviations, but it doesn't really mean anything. You can look them up on the sheet. Also, stocks in the news, NVIDIA, which is in the Core Select and G33, beat quarterly earnings expectations on top and bottom line. CEO Jensen Huang noted that the AI factory build-out is accelerating at an extraordinary speed. Shares lost, though, 3.14% for the week. ASML, which is owned in the G40I, the G50, the Core Select, gained 10.9% for the week. The European semiconductor equipment leader plays a critical role in ongoing AI build-out, producing the world's most advanced chip manufacturing. Also, we talked about a little bit about the way the market is and about the GDP and how everything's going. You have to remember, with all the money and all the new money coming in from all the billions and trillions in investments coming in, we're going to see manufacturing boom. We've already started to see it. You're just not seeing a lot of the headline news right now. But that's what the GDP we're talking about. People are always talking about 2 to 3% GDP is actually good and we're doing good. We might see 4, 5, 6% growth, which is almost unheard of, but it's because of all the company manufacturing boom that's going to be coming back to the country. We're already starting to see signs of that right now. So that's really exciting. I think once we get this nonsense with the Straits of Hormuz, that's just about done. We're hoping once that settles in, we're starting to see ships come through. Oil's coming down under $90 already, so that's a good sign too. If that continues in the next couple weeks, hopefully sooner than later, we're done with that. We're going to see everything start to come down, and I think we're off to the races. But that's it for this week. Thank you so much for being part of the Vitale Wealth family. Also, thank you so much, our veteran families, and especially for those who died in service for our country. We remember you, we pray for you and your families. I want to say thank you so much for all you do for us. And also, thank you so much, families, for being part of the Vitale Wealth family. If you'd like to reach us, you know how to get us, 855-756-5700, or visit us at vitalewealth.com. Thank you so much. God bless you, and we'll see you again next week.